Hey everyone, I hope you're having a blessed and happy Thanksgiving, as this video will be coming out on Thanksgiving Day. This is all about my tablescape. Now, I thought this was the finished product, but you'll have to wait to the end to see how I changed it. This is normally how the table looks. I have that big dough bowl and my big rooster. So I removed that, and of course it's important to clean the table. Now this table was handcrafted by the guy that did the trim work in our house, and he is so fantastic, and it exactly fits our bay window. I love it, but it is a little bit of a bear to clean because of those little grooves there, but a fingernail and a cloth gets in there and gets it clean. The next thing is to put down a runner. I had gotten this runner at Hobby Lobby, but look y'all, it's just too long for my table. So I'm gonna have to do some sewing, I think. Now I folded it to see kind of where I want it to stop, and then I'll take you downstairs to show you what I did to fix that. There's my fold, and I am leaving myself a 1/2 inch seam allowance because I intend to sew this. Well, my sewing machine that is 61 years old, I think it's about giving up the ghost. So I had to go to plan B. In order to get the same detail that was there before, all I needed to do was pull the side strings so that the little white strings showed on the end. Then I turned under the lining material and pinned it to go sew. But as I said, my sewing machine is dead. So thankfully I had some seam tape that is sticky on both sides. So basically I just laid down the sticky tape, then pulled the paper part off the top and exposing that side of the sticky tape, and then just pressed it down, and that was my solution, my no-sew solution. I love layering when decorating, and I had gotten this jute table runner from Amazon, but y'all, I didn't like it. I did not like, I mean, I love the jute runner, but I did not like it with the more orangey table runner underneath. So guess what I had to do? Fortunately, I had first gone with a cream colored table runner, exact same design. So again, I had to cut and sew that so it would be the right length. Now we're ready to go. Using the same dough bowl, I removed my rooster and put this beautiful turkey that I got from Bed Bath & Beyond. But you're going to see later, I did have to change things up even from the turkey. We'll come back to the turkey here in a little bit. Right now I have placed some round woven placemats that I got at Home Goods, and now I'm adding these leather, like, I'm sure it's faux leather, chargers from Hobby Lobby, and then also another charger that's clear but it has a gold rim. I'm trying to pull in the metals that are from my cushions, the coloring. These plates were from Hobby Lobby also several years ago. I like them because they're circular but a little wobbly, more handmade looking. On top of that, these lovely leaf, I guess they're supposed to be either salad plates or dessert plates, but they're from Hobby Lobby this year, and I am also using them as salad plates. We're going to talk about that menu here in a little while. Going back to the turkey now, I am adding in some faux flowers. First, some faux magnolia. That was, I think it was a garland, and I took it apart. I have a lot of faux flowers. After that, I'm going to be adding some hydrangea blooms from our yard. About 7 or 8 weeks ago, I cut them from our limelight hydrangeas and dried them with glycerin in a little water. And I ended up spray painting them lightly with different colored metals. I thought, again, that would pull in the colors in the cushions, the upholstery fabric. To add to that autumn vibe, I'm using some amber drinkware. These napkins came from Amazon, washed and dried them, and now I'm adding some beautiful little leafy copper looking napkin rings. Really easy to just grab it from the center, put your ring around it, and it adds just a splash of color to the top of the salad plate. It may seem strange to have 2 napkins, but I have a reason for that. I don't like it when silverware is directly laid on the table. And this beautiful copper plated silverware that I got quite a while back, good deal. I think it was at Bed Bath and Beyond. It doesn't even show up if it's really kind of laying on the table. So I played around with some decorative ideas on folding the napkins and layering the silverware in them. Now I'm going to show you real quickly how simple it was to fold the napkins. And these napkins I purchased at Hobby Lobby, very reasonably priced. So you fold it in half, and then you fold that in half again to make your square. Then you turn it around to where all the little individual pieces are, and you start folding them up and deciding how far apart you want them. I did mine about, I don't know, 3/4 of an inch maybe. And you do that with all 4 pieces. Then at the bottom there, you're going to fold it up about an inch. Then flip it over. And you're going to tuck one side into the other side to hold it in place. Flip it back over, and then you can kind of adjust the width or whatever, depending on how many pieces of silverware you're actually using. This table setting is really not for Thanksgiving today. Randy and I are by ourselves. So this table setting is for a dinner party we're going to have not too long from now. What I'm adding now are some very small soup terrines. Normally you would put that on top of a salad plate, but that's going to be our second course, not our first. So I'm putting them right above the entire place setting. To finish decorating, I purchased these candlesticks from Hobby Lobby. They were gold, and I wanted them to be more copper colored. So again, I just used the autumn gold rub and buff to get the color that I wanted. These beautiful taper candles are flameless. I'll have the Amazon link in the description box, all links in the description box below. And of course, they do come with a remote. You know, Hobby Lobby has some really inexpensive and very pretty decor, seasonal decor, really decor always. These little straw type pumpkins I got there, and I'm going to add them around the candlesticks, 2 on one side, 1 on the other, and then also these 2 pine cones that are really pretty. Some gold is on them, but Again, very muted colors. And lastly, for some fall flair, I'm adding in some pine cones. I have a box that I have collected over time. I'm putting some in and around the turkey and then also around the candlestick area. The last touch was to add these bows that I made to the back of the chairs. So here's a look of what we have so far, but we're not finished. I'll explain why. I mentioned that we're having a dinner party in the next couple of weeks. Well, our son and daughter-in-law and our grandkids are going to be here. Now, the youngest little granddaughter is fascinated with pumpkins. I have faux pumpkins on the front porch, and she runs around and she carries the pumpkins and puts them on the swing and talks about how many pumpkins she has. She'll be 2 next week. So I am going to make her and her brother little pumpkins with the napkins. You simply take a napkin ring, put it in the center, and pull up on it a little bit. If you don't have a napkin ring, you can use like part of a tube of paper towel roll. And you're just going to keep tucking it around and around and around until you kind of get a round shape. Then flip it over, poke your finger down in the center, and keep it there while you kind of fluff up the top side of the gourds of the pumpkin. And then for your stem, I just simply took a cinnamon stick, broke it in half, and stuck that in the top. The dinner party that we are going to have is going to be Italian. I will be making homemade focaccia bread, and those little wooden bowls there are dipping saucers, dipping cups, whatever you want to call it, for the oil mixture for the bread. And bread typically goes at the top left above your silverware. As much as I loved this tablescape, when I sat in the back, I was like, I see nothing but a turkey. So I totally changed the centerpiece somewhat. Took the turkey out, took the dough bowl out, and put a really attractive pumpkin that I had in the center and just laid it directly on the table. Now we can see each other. Additionally, I added some rectangular placemats underneath the entire place setting so that the water glass, tea glass would not be directly on the wooden table. Stay tuned in the future for that 4-course Italian dinner. Antipasta salad, followed by a wonderful garlic soup with croutons that do not get soggy. Little trick to that. The main course is lasagna and probably some sauteed green beans. Focaccia bread all along with it. And then finally, tiramisu for dessert. And I have some beautiful little pumpkin plates for the tiramisu. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you are having a wonderfully blessed Thanksgiving Day with family. Remember, keep looking up and have a good one.